Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Kingdom Hearts. In the last episode, we explored the depths of the Cave of Wonders, finding some secret treasures, and ultimately opening up the way to the Lamp Chamber, where Agrabah's keyhole, Jafar, Genie, Jasmine, and even Maleficent awaited us. The treacherous snake of a vizier took us on with all manner of magic and our old pal Genie, but proved no match for our combined power. However, with his third wish, he transformed himself into an all-powerful genie and took us on again. Unfortunately for the Red Menace, he didn't read the fine print, as his gain of phenomenal cosmic powers was offset by a new itty-bitty living space. We sealed Jafar in his lamp and locked Agrabah's keyhole, but in the chaos of the situation, Jasmine was spirited away from Agrabah, and the Cave of Wonders began to collapse. We managed to escape back to Aladdin's house on carpet, where Aladdin used his last wish to set Genie free, rather than searching for Jasmine. Or, even better yet, freeing Jasmine and bringing her back to Agrabah. Really, I don't quite get why he didn't just, I don't know, hand Sora, Donald, or Goofy the lamp to get their 3 wishes to be able to do that, so that we immediately screw over the villain's plans, but I guess forethought wasn't really much on his mind at that point. In any case, we now have Genie as a traveling companion, as a summon, going forward for the remainder of our journey. This time, we'll be going around the worlds and seeing what we can do now that we have the ability to activate green trinity marks, again courtesy of Aladdin, and returning the torn page back to the 100 Acre Wood. Now, despite gaining AP from defeating Jafar in the last episode, Sora does not have any new abilities that he can equip. He does have Sonic Blade, but we don't have enough AP to equip that on top of everything else, so we'll just have to save it for when we do get an ability, probably at the next level, since he's level 35 now. We can't add Aladdin to the group right now because he's depressed and we're just sort of bumming around his house, but I'm sure if we leave his house and come back, we can add him back, or if we leave the world and come back, we can. I did also equip the 3 Wishes Keyblade. Compared to the Jungle King and Kingdom Key, it's more close in length to the Kingdom Key, so it is shorter, but it does have a better critical rate than the Jungle King, about on par with the Kingdom Key at, I believe, 20%. And it has 1 more power than the Jungle King, and it is also difficult to deflect, which means that enemies can't really block it all that well, so pretty good, all things considered. I also forgot to mention that I used the defense up we got 2 episodes back, right before we started episode 21, so I did have a defense boost on Sora for the Jafar battle. Mainly did so because we had given up the Inferno Band. In any case, from the last episode, we did get the ability to summon Genie, and I will just say, as a second summon, Genie is far better at combat than Simba is. Genie will typically float behind Sora and will do nothing until you order him to attack by using the Showtime command, either by pressing triangle in the Final Mix version or going to the bottom of the attack menu or command menu in the original version. He uses a variety of spells, from your basic gravity and thunder magic to homing magic bullets that he shoots from his fingers. His attacks can hit multiple enemies, and his targets will be marked with his face when locking on. He's generally good in group combat, but he can also do massive damage to single targets, making him great in boss fights. In any case, now that I've gone over that, let's go out into Agrabah. Because I believe for right now, since we've sealed the keyhole, there are no Heartless that are going to appear, and we're actually going to be able to see these guys, the actual citizens of Agrabah. Travelers used to throng Agrabah's streets, but now those shadows have overrun the city. You won't typically see these guys because they only appear during this brief instance when you've sealed the keyhole but haven't left Agrabah. I believe in the... Well, there are 3 of them, but they generally just look like other NPCs, with 2 of them being based on a man from Traverse Town, a woman from Traverse Town if we could find her. Not quite sure where they all are, to be honest. Nothing here. Let's just go back to Main Street. Because I think, actually, if we use the pot to get up here... No, that's the palace gates. I actually want the bazaar, I believe. Huh. Well, I can't seem to find the other 2, but the other 2 are based on a woman in Traverse Town, and believe it or not, Waka from Destiny Islands, just with a color scheme shift. In any case, they don't really have much to say, they don't do anything, it's just an odd, missable fact that I don't think many people know of, because who really sticks around Agrabah after stealing the keyhole? In any case, we want to come here to the storage room by the plaza because we now have the access to the green trinities, which will finally allow us to get this chest by using Trinity Ladder. In any case, let's open this up, get a power-up. I think I'll just go ahead and use that right now because I don't want to forget about it. So I got even stronger now that... And that is all that we can really do here. So we're actually going to board the gummy ship, and I'm going to cut ahead to a few worlds. Oh, we can revisit some places and unseal more trinities. Wasn't there a trinity mark in the accessory shop? That there was, Goofy. Could this torn page be from Merlin's book? Yeah, it is, and I don't know why it's taking... Let's return to town and give it to him. Come on. Alright, so yeah, as those hints implied, we do have some Trinity marks to unseal and a torn page to deliver to Traverse Town. However, I am going to focus on just going to the various worlds, so let's start with Deep Jungle, since I believe that will be the shortest of our visits. Okay, so we'll want to land in the tunnel area. And rather than going into the jungle slider, we're going to go up into the treetop through this door and use this trinity that is hidden in this green tree in amongst these leaves. Getting us a mithril shard and a bunch of HP. All in all, not very worth it in my opinion, but hey. Oh, I did not mean to go there. Come on, let's get out of here. I'll see you guys in Olympus Coliseum next. Because there is a Trinity mark right here. Not exactly sure what we're grabbing. Oh, a mithril. Not sure where that was hidden, but we're not technically done here yet. We do have Blizzara, thanks to Jafar, and we can now use it. My bad. we might need to stand back. And I might actually... Oh, there we go. We want to actually take out all of these torches, or put out all these torches using it, because we couldn't do this before with our regular blizzard. Okay, just 2 more. Doing so has unlocked that chest over there. Okay, that gets us a fire rocket G. Gonna be helpful for gummy ship building. In any case, I'll see you guys at Wonderland next. Okay, so we're gonna want to land in the rabbit hole to start out. As there is a green trinity mark here. Which will net as a chest with a elixir. Mildly worth it. And if we recall, the bazaar room had another one. Okay, we're probably gonna have to fight our way through these guys to be able to use it. And I'm gonna miss the added reach that Jungle King had, but I'm sure I'll adjust. Thankfully, the added strength makes up for it. Okay, can you guys seriously just go away? Okay. With that taken care of, we can now use this trinity in the fireplace. To open this chest. Getting another mithril shard that we really don't need. Okay, so now we'll just... I'll see you guys in Traverse Town. Okay, so we're gonna land in the first district. I know we have that page for Merlin, but I want to save that for the end. And we're going to just go ahead and head to the item shop first, because there are new items available for us now that we've cleared Agrabah. Hey, Dewey. Here's shop. Want to buy. New staves and shields have been unlocked. We can either get this shooting star, which is basically just a color swap version of the morning star, or we can get this Magus staff, which is a color swap version of Donald's Mage's staff, which has less attack power, but gives him 1 more MP. I'd say that's the better of the two, especially seeing as it is more expensive. He also has the Silver Mallet, which is just a recolored Warhammer, but I really don't care for them. In any case, now we also have the choice of the Golem Shield, Mithril Shield or Gigas Fist. I'm gonna go with the Gigas Fist for Goofy. Oh, and I didn't actually want to do that because I do actually have some things to sell. I have all those gravity arts that I picked up. Just need to... Yeah, I usually save this for off-screen, but might as well do it since I'm here. Okay. That's a decent chunk of money. I'll probably equip... you know what, let's just do it now just to get it over with. Donald, say hello to your Mega Staff. And Goofy, say hello to the Smasher. Or rather, Gigas Fist. Donald's looking pretty good with all that MP. Now, before we do the green Trinity mark in the accessory shop, I want to talk to Sid. Because he has some new items as well. He's now selling Fire G's. So, didn't really need the one we got from that chest. However, he is also now selling this omnidirectional scan gummy. The drain gummies. These special blocks will be able to be used during flight to actually reach for items that you can't normally grab. He's started selling Thunder G's, which could be useful. He's also gotten an upgraded laser gummy from the Comet G to the Meteor G. And he has also gotten both the System Up one, which will expand the building area from a 6x6x6 grid to an 8x8x8. And he also has the Com Level 3, the final computer upgrade, which gives us a total of 10 blueprints, the ability to build ships with a maximum of 200 blocks, and our power level will be increased from 5 to 8, so definitely want to grab that. Okay, that takes care of the shopping. So now, to the meat of the actual visit to Traverse Town. We saw this... Well, the accessory shop now has a new store owner, but I don't think he... Well, maybe he does have some new things. Yeah, just fire rings, blizzard rings, thunder rings, and a chaos ring, which is basically just the same as the fire, blizzard, and thunder rings, but for dark. So, all in all, fine, but the main thing we want is this Trinity mark. This drops down this ladder, opening up the synthesis shop, which immediately has 2 chests for us. And another mithril shard we don't need, and Dalmatian puppies 7 through 9. Now then, if we actually talk to, I believe it's I think it's you. First, you have to listen to his explanation, Kupo. Okay, we have to talk to one of these guys. First, okay. We can use your items to make unusual new items, Kupo. Let us make something for you, Kupo. Bring back a bunch of items from your travels, Kupo. Okay, well, if we talk to this guy, I believe. Let's synthesize. Yes, item synthesis is now available to us. Using the various drops from Heartless, we can create new items like this cottage, this elixir, or even accessories like these energy bangles, power chains, guard earrings, and dark rings. As you complete more as you synthesize new items, more recipes will be unlocked. You have to synthesize at least one of every item to unlock the final synthesis recipe, which is something that you very much want to do. I will be doing this, but I will be saving it for a bit later on down the road. I want to make sure that I have as many synthesis items knocked out in one sitting as we can. But though if I were you, I would recommend at least synthesizing maybe a dark ring or two and some of these other accessories, because they can be better for Donald and Goofy than what you might be giving them now, since Sora probably has all of your world accessories that are better for him. In any case, there is a fireplace here that we have to hit, I think. Or not hit. Oh, check to the left of the fireplace for a postcard. That's in the synthesis shop. They say a boy won the tournament, Kupo. Okay, not sure what that's supposed to mean. Maybe it is back up there. Oh. Obtain postcard. Okay, so we have, I think that'll give us our 9th or 10th, I'm not sure. In any case, we also want to go out this door, because that opens up a shortcut to the synthesis shop, so that we don't have to constantly go in the accessory shop and up that ladder. We can just jump up to where Sid is. Let's go turn in that postcard. 9th postcard, getting a defense up. Oh, that's definitely going on Sora. Anyway, now that we've taken care of that, it's time to head off to Merlin's house, so let's take the shortcut through the 2nd District and alleyway. Okay, now that we're here, we can go to the 100-Acre Wood. Return the torn page. As we see, this tree is available. A tall, curious tree buzzing with bees. Let's take a look.
Hello? Is anyone there? What am I to do? I'm all alone. Pooh! Pooh! Where are you? It's me, Piglet.
Well, he's gonna be checking on us from over there, so let's sneak around back.
Oh dear, I was just, never mind. I'm sorry.
Don't be scared. You're looking for Pooh, right?
You know Pooh. Oh, you see, I have something for him. I have to take it to Pooh right away. Oh, Pooh!
Oh, I believe I smell a delicious something. A something like honey.
Pooh!
Hello, Piglet. How have you been?
Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I thought you'd gone away. I brought what you asked for.
Thank you, Piglet. Now I can finally have some honey.
Really? But how?
I shall hold on to the balloon and fly like a bee up the honey tree, see?
But if you take their honey, won't the bees be angry?
Oh,
Well, they will be, but I get the feeling you're gonna ask for my help. If you could only chase away those bees, I'm quite certain I could get a small morsel of honey. Would you help me get some honey? Sure. Oh, hello there, Owl. Good day, Pooh. What are you doing? Using a balloon to get some honey? Splendid idea. Allow me to offer a few pointers. Ahem. Now, Pooh can get honey by floating up to this tree with his balloon. The honey is inside the tree hollows, not the beehives you see here. There's quite a lot of honey in these holes. If Pooh gets too close, the bees will come out to protect their honey. If they get to Pooh, they'll pop his balloon, lock onto the bees and swat them away. The more time Pooh has at each hollow, the more honey he can eat. There's more honey higher up, too. If jumping from branch to branch proves too difficult, try the rush command. Rush can help you catch up to Pooh quickly, but it isn't fully reliable. Good luck. So yeah, a basic minigame, Pooh's Honey Hunt. We're basically just being Pooh's bodyguard. And you don't even really have to jump. You just have to swat the bees and you'll go higher up the branch on your own. Or higher up the branches on your own, typically. The goal is to try and get to 100. Unfortunately, I'm not having much luck. And I shouldn't have jumped down. Using the rush command will eat up some of your score, so you gotta be a little bit careful with it. You only have a set amount of time. Well, that's not good. And Pooh can get in your way. But yeah, the goal to truly win this minigame is to get to 100. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to because I've been screwing up a bit, but if I don't get it here, which I don't think I am gonna get it, just because I'm screwing up so much, I will do this game off screen just to get the 100 because I am gonna show the reward for getting all the way to 100. Okay, well, this is probably not gonna end too well. Yeah, unfortunately, didn't even get close.
Oh, that was yummy in my tummy. But there is room for a bit more.
Oh well. You don't need the 100 points for the reward from this, but from doing the minigame at least once, you get the Nature Spark gem. If we actually leave the book, we can turn that in to the Fairy Godmother for a new summon. Man, these summons are coming pretty rapid fire at this point. But let's just go ahead and do so. Oh, another summon gem. Let's help this little one. Here we go. Bippity, boppity, boo. Learn summon spell Bambi. If you find any more of these stones, bring them to me. Okay, well, as she said, we did get a new summon, Bambi, and honestly one of the better summons, especially for those who like magic builds or who do not like having to hunt synthesis materials. He also costs the least amount of MP of all the summons. I believe Simba and Genie take 2 MP, whereas Bambi only takes 1. When you do summon him, Bambi will prance about the battlefield, dropping MP balls with every step. His charge meter will fill for every 6 enemies killed, and when fully charged, he will drop an item related to the world you are currently in, including rare synthesis materials. For that reason, he is one of the better ones, although I personally don't really use summons all that much, and I've been getting pretty good with Lucky Strike, so we should be fine. In any case, that completes everything that I want to do and that we can do with our new abilities for right now. Next time, we're heading back into inner space to continue our search. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.